Hey guys, those back pages here. Thanks for tuning in. Today's video is going to showcase my NFL Football Hall of Fame collection. Hope you enjoy it. First up, 57 Topps Bart Starr rookie in a 7. Next up, Johnny Unitas in a 7. Next up, most considered the greatest of all time, Jimmy Brown. Jim Brown, 58 Topps in a 7. Very underappreciated quarterback in my opinion, Fran Tarkenton, 1962 Topps. Also a tough card, black borders. Next up, this card really needs no introduction, Joe Namath, 1965 Topps. In a 7. Next up, 68 Topps, Bob Gracie. Next up, I see O.J. Simpson rookie, 1970 Topps. Next up, we have 1971 Topps, Terry Bradshaw. A little OC top to bottom, but not bad shape. Happy to own it. Next up, 1972 Topps, Roger Staubach. This is a tough card to find centered. It's pretty darn good centered for a 7 in my opinion. That was key to me picking it up, was the centering. I've had it a while. I've had all these for a while. Next up, finally got in, Kenny Stabler. Gone too soon. 73 Topps. Speaking of gone too soon, next up, sweetness. Walter Payton. 1976 Topps rookie and an 8. Next up we have, sorry they're sticking together, Joe Montana, 1981 Topps in a 9. Centering is better than it seems, in my opinion, but it's accurately graded. Next up, John Elway, 1984 Topps. Again, decently centered, a little tilt, but the time I bought it, it was a really good price, so can live with it. Next up, you guessed it, Dan Marino. 84 Topps. Better centering than the Elway. It's a little easier to find than the Elway. Next up, very underappreciated, Jerry Rice. Now this is a tough card to find centered. The centering is pretty darn good on this one. It's an old flip. It was graded a long time ago. Got to be 20 years ago. It's a very, very nice card. I remember buying that from a gentleman who only sold high-end for the grades. Next up, if you couldn't tell by my background, my favorite player of all time, Emmitt Smith. 1990 Score Supplemental. A very iconic card. And my uncle is a Florida graduate. a couple years older than Emmett, but they crossed over. Next up, Peyton Manning. Now, it's always bothered me that it's facing to the left. I get it, because Future Watch here is that way, but ideally it would be in the slab this way, in my opinion. It should always be facing to the right. But that's just the OCD in me. And you got to be careful. There's some counterfeits out there. These are numbered to 2000. The numbered ones are, the counterfeit ones don't have numbering on them. Can't get that right. There you go. Next up, we have two guys not in the Hall of Fame yet, but will be when, well, one of them, I'd be surprised if he isn't. One just has to decide to not play anymore. You guessed it, Tom Brady. 2000 Contenders auto. Proud to own that. It got a 10 on the autograph, which isn't that easy. Again, I've had these for a long time. And lastly, yeah, I expect to have a big comeback season this year. Eli Manning. 2004 SP Authentic. Jersey auto. Numbered to 299. On-card auto. Proud though, it's a very thick card. Very big case. Proud to own this. I do own a 2005 Topps Aaron Rodgers, but I don't have it with me at the moment. Never did land the exquisite Aaron Rodgers back in the day. I tried, but was unable to, and now it's crazy price. Anyway, that sums up my, Hall of Fame football NFL guys. And I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. Anything hobby related, I'm always glad to chat hobby, talk hobby. And that's it. Have a great night. Bye-bye.